NRG. We'll begin with a few gameplay clips. The first one is going to be for BLG blank. Blank. The question is, NRG is a team with some of the best players we've seen in the short history of Valorant. What did it do for the confidence by pulling off a clutch play like this, keeping BLG alive on Lotus?
第一个问题想问一下 Pink 选手，其实 NRG 毫无疑问可能在无畏契约比较短的整个的历史上，他们毫无疑问整个队伍是有非常非常多顶尖的选手组成的。所以说也想问一下，可能在今天特别是第一张图莲花古城的时候，是怎么样你自己能够有非常非常大的自信，在很多把的 clutch 当中是非常漂亮的帮助队伍拿下胜利的呢？
首先，射击类游戏 FPS 游戏就第一要点就是不要去害怕，你害怕就会错过很多机会吧。然后我也不会在打的时候，也不会当做他们非常非常强，就看到有机会我就会去选择去抓住它。
So it feels like the very important part in all the FPS games that you really need not to be worried. Otherwise, you're going to miss so many precious opportunities to make the shot. So I just try not to treat opponents as a super strong team. I just like to focus on my own performance and try my best to grab all the opportunities that I can have.
Thank you. This next question is going to be to Yosemite. You guys showed no fear coming back against NRG, eventually winning on Lotus. Do you feel like this was the play that truly shifted the momentum and gave you the confidence to hang on and win an OT?
这个问题想问一下Yosemite 选手，其实
看哪儿？
可以先看视频。好的，这个问题想问一下Yosemite 选手，其实能够感觉得到你们，在第一张图莲花古城的时候，你们面对 NRG 是毫无畏惧的，然后顺利的完成了翻盘，最终拿下了比赛的胜利。那你或许有没有感觉得到，就是你们一场场就是刚才所展现出的这些表现，确实有让整个的队伍的士气，有一个比较大的转变，能够给你们足够大的自信，能够非常好的一路高歌猛进，最后赢下 OT 呢，赢下加时。
是的，因为我这场残局之后赢了之后，队友都非常兴奋，都非常就是在欢呼嘛，然后就给了我们一个很大的自信，然后就是让我们觉得这场应该是要赢了。
Yeah, definitely. I totally agree with that because after that clutch, all the teammates, we were so hyped. All of us were yelling. We were cheering up for each other. So after that, it feels like we just got the momentum, we got the form. We're going to win the game.
Thank you. And then we have one more clip for the team. This question is going to go to
YZ.
YZ. You put up huge numbers against NRG, especially on split. Here are the final moments of the match where you finally got the final kill for BLG. How important is this victory for you and for the region of China in Valorant?
我们可以先看一下视频，然后这个问题是问到王哥。这个想要问到王哥的问题是，其实你在第二局的时候是有非常亮眼的一个数据表现的，然后特别是在霓虹厅这张图，你的数据，你的 KD 是非常非常亮眼的，有非常多的击杀。然后刚才我们看到的也是在这场比赛的最后一点点的瞬间，所以说，特别是你当时是为整个 BLG 完成了最后的一个击杀，最终拿下了胜利。所以说你觉得这场比赛对于你个人而言有什么样重大的意义呢？同时你觉得对整个 CN 法，对整个 CN 赛区无畏契约的发展有什么样的意义呢？
其实就是这次比赛打的，就是也会很大的增加我的自信心嘛，因为之前在国内打比赛的时候发挥的不是特别好，然后就会一直有那种情绪波动嘛，然后现在就是我觉得我自己也能站在世界舞台上，然后也能打出那样的表现，就说明其实我不比别人差。然后就是我觉得对于我们 BLG 来说，就是因为赛前嘛，很多人都不看好我们，真的我就是没有看到过谁看好我们的，然后我觉得就是很能打他们脸吧，不管是那些嘲讽的是怎么也好，然后也很感谢那些一直支持我们 BLG，然后一直支持我们 CN 瓦兰特的那些粉丝吧。
I must say today's win really boosts my confidence a lot because previously maybe in the dominant domestic tournaments, sometimes I didn't manage to show a very good performance, and sometimes my momentum, my mentality went up and down. So after today's game, I feels like for me, I can still have a gorgeous performance on this kind of international stage on the biggest tournament. I can prove myself that I'm not weaker than anyone else, and also I believe before today's game, most of the audience, they just look down to us, they underestimate us, they don't think we can win the game, they don't put any expectation on us, but we prove they're wrong, we prove we can win the game. So after that, I really feels like I would like to give my appreciation to all the people, all the audience, all the fans that keep supporting us, cheering up. So I would like to give my thanks to all of them. Thank you all.
Thank you. And our last question before we go to the online media, this is from Juan Pablo Torres from Prensa Esports. It's for Rin. Rin, you have only played since February of 22, just 6 months ago, and today you have defeated one of the best teams in the history of VALORANT who have been together for many seasons. What's next from the team? What can we expect from you?
这个问题想问一下润选手，其实你是从今年2月才正式以选手出道，到现在为止也只有6个月的时间，其实是比较短的一段时间。但是你现在来到了冠军赛的舞台上，是击败了可能是全球当中非常非常有名望的一个战队 NR， 这也是非常非常强劲的对手。所以说，你觉得在未来我们可以从你的身上期待到些什么呢？
期待之后会打得更好。
The very simple one, from now until the future, I'm just going to perform better and better.
Thank you. We will now go to the online media. We'll begin with Diogo from VLR.
Thank you. This is for Knight. On Lotus, we saw you guys doing some unexpected plays, like pushing smokes, and on Split, what characterized you guys was basically an aggressive play style. Was this a premeditated choice, or is it just the way you approach the game?
这个问题想问一下 Knet 选手，其实你们在莲花古城的时候是有非常多波让人可能意想不到的一些战术安排，比如说你们的，包括说你们的一些烟的一些放置啊，包括说你们整体的比较进攻性的一些打法，可能都是有一点点出人意料的。所以说也想问一下，这是之前的一些战术布置和安排吗？还是说你们当时怎么想的？
这是临场打出来做出的决定吧，不是事先安排的，就可能有些是事先安排，但有些应该是临场打出来的。
I must say maybe many of them are just the instant decisions we have made inside the game. Some of the choices or some of the strategies maybe we have already prepared before today's game, but I like to say many of them we just made it on the game.
Thank you. We'll go next to Antonio from Nerditude.
Hi, thank you. My question is for Knight. You guys just beat a team that his score was second the last VALORANT champions. How are you feeling and how do you prepare for this match?
这个问题想问一下 Knet 选手，其实你们今天也是击败了 NRG 嘛？他其实在上一届的冠军赛上也有非常一个亮眼的发挥，也毫无疑问是一个很强劲的对手。所以说想问一下，击败他们以后，现在感觉如何？同时在今天的比赛开始之前，整体有做什么样的一些准备呢？
感觉很兴奋吧，然后也能给自己增加一点信心吧。就是我们出来打比赛，也不是说我们不行，就是说我们还是可以与外国队啊、外国这些强队有交手的能力。对，然后做了一些准备，就是针对他们的某张地图的可能某些对局的时候，做出一些小针对吧，就是看他们的比赛录像啊，这样子。对。
So definitely after today's game, I feel super excited because it feels like today's win can actually help me to build my confidence a lot. And coming to LA to competing with the top teams from different regions, it feels like this can prove like we still got the strength to compete with the strongest teams all around the world. Definitely the very good thing for us. And in terms of the preps made before today's game, when we just made some studies on the opponent's team, we try to make some good preparations on specific maps, and especially we would like to maybe target on some the opponent's strategies they'd like to use. We just watch their gameplays a lot of times and try our best to make the preparation.
Thank you. We'll go next to Zen from Strafe Esports.
Thank you. This question is directed to anyone who kind of wants to pick it up. So after EDG's run at Masters Tokyo, a lot of eyes were turned on to the Chinese scene and the sort of exciting talent that was growing in the region. However, there were doubts from players like Evil Genius's Boostio, for example, who most recently said that he thought the Chinese scene would never catch up to the rest of the world. What do you have to? Thank you.
What do you have to say about that?
这个问题是想要问任意一位想要回答这个问题的选手。这个问题是，其实 EDG 在东京大师赛一路过关斩将的亮眼表现，让很多的人可能把更多的目光和焦点转移到了 CN 赛区上。很多人非常的开心，很激动，能够看到有这么多全新的选手，他们能够在舞台上逐渐的大放异彩。但同时，质疑声也是随之而来。其实有非常多的人也在质疑整个的 CN 赛区，特别是比如说像 EDG 的Boostio 选手，他也觉得说可能 CN 赛区永远都没有办法追得上其他赛区的一个步伐。所以说，你们对这样的一些大家这样的各种各样的声音有什么样的看法呢？任意一位选手可以回答。任意一位选手或者教练。
一步一步来吧。然后，质疑声毕竟是来自第2名，又不是来自第1名。如果把那个 Boostio 换成 Booster， 我相信EG应该可以拿得这次比赛的冠军，但可惜他不是。
The answer came from K-Knight, and his answer was, "We just to let's go further step by step," and the stops all came from the runner-up from EG. So it feels like if the stops is not from Boostio, maybe from Booster, or like maybe Booster is in EG, maybe they could not be the runner-up. So that's my thoughts.
Thank you. I believe that is all the questions from the remote media. We'll now go to the on-site media. Are there any questions from the room?
现在进入现场媒体提问环节。大家有问题的站在那个话筒后面排队就好。
这个问题问一下小编。今天你的发挥特别的稳定，好几次都成为赛局的关键先生。然后是什么让你带枪并且指挥也这么稳定？
我觉得这两者还是分开吧。我觉得指挥并不会影响你的发挥，然后也是我比较有自信吧，对个人能力上的，然后我会看到一些机会，我就会抓住。
So this question was over to Bank. In today's game, you really shown us a very stable performance through the whole games. And we feels like definitely you are the IGL for the whole team, but at the same time, you're able to have the very good plays. You are able to have your own aggressive play style. So tell us more about that. And his answer was, I feels like although I'm the IGL of the team, but this will definitely not affect my own performance and also I'm quite confident with my own personal strengths and my mechanics. I just would like to seek more opportunities in the actual game to help the team to open the situation.
好，下一个问题问一下王浩哲。今天你的一手喷子就一度把NRG 打懵了。你认为今天 NRG 他们的劣势体现在哪里？
我觉得他们可能就从来没有想过我们会用这种方式来迎接他们吧。我觉得从我打起的整体感觉，他们已经被我们搞得有点晕了，就是我觉得他们没有准备好吧，然后他们也不知道我们怎么打的。
This question was over to YZ. In today's game, you have used a charge to this weapon to target on the opponents, and it seems to have a very good result on this. So could you know the reason behind that and what's your thoughts? And his answer was definitely maybe the opponent's team, they didn't expect we were going to have this kind of strategies in the actual game. And I feels like around there, the opponent's team were a bit messy. So maybe they didn't manage to have a very good preparation towards us. That's all.
这个问题想问一下 Knight 选手，就是你们应该已经知道了，就是在赛前发布会上面，Angel 和 Alice 是忘记了 BLG 的决斗者是谁，然后 Angel 说的是你，然后你作为 Angel 选手钦点的决斗者，有什么要对你旁边的王浩哲说的吗？
对旁边的王浩哲说：“我今天的欧门帅不帅？帅，是不是决斗者？是不是决斗者？”
This question was over to K Knight. Definitely for today's game, you really performed so good. And in the previous press conference, both Andrew and Artis didn't remember who's the IGL, who's the duelist for BLG. And at that time, Andrew said like maybe K Knight, you are the duelist. But actually, YZ was a duelist inside your team. So do you have any words you want to say to YZ maybe? And a nice answer was, so he asked YZ, so did I have a very cool play today? And YZ responds like yeah, definitely, bro, we played so well today. And also Knight asked YZ, so do you feel like with my gorgeous Omen, I'm a duelist inside the team? And YZ responds with a thumbs up and yes.
We had the clip from the judge play. Can you ask YZ if he has any thoughts about this clip?
那这里我们就有那个喷子的那个画面，然后先看一下吧。
He can just start speaking any thoughts. Yes.
然后你有什么想说的吗？有什么想法？或者当时发生了什么？王哥，
我当时还是比较懵的吧，死里也躲了个人，不知道。
对着话筒说，对着话筒说。
哦，我说当时还是比较意外的吧，那个死里还藏了一个人，我们都不知道。
To be honest, this is definitely beyond my expectation. I didn't know like there's the opponents hiding there. To be honest.
Thank you. Are there any more questions from the press in the room?
还有媒体老师想要提问吗？
这个问题我想问一下战队的成员，因为 BLG 是16个战队里唯一一个第一次参加世界赛的，然后你们怎么评价自己在世界赛上的首秀？就是每一个队员包括教练都可以回答一下这个问题。
教练哥回答了，教练。
就今天的话，就是我们赛前做了一些我们能够准备的一些东西，并没有复杂化这一场比赛。然后今天的话，就是5位选手，我觉得打得都非常的棒，抓住了自己的机会，这就是我的评价。
今天赢了很开心，没了。
每个人都有评价吗？对，我只能说，无敌，好吧，无敌。我们打过了这个世界第2、世界第3，那我们是不是世界第4？世界第4。打过他比的是他一季第4嘛？啊，不过他在荷兰刚刚，啊，不是那个就是头一个场打过。
我把问题忘记了，可以再问一遍吗？
感想
就是你们是整个的这16支队伍里唯一一个第一次来参加国际大赛的，所以说今天赢下来之后有什么想说的，有什么想法？
想说的，虽然是第一次出国吧，但其实国内比赛强度还是蛮高的。对，国内比赛强度其实不输国外的。然后想说的就是很开心吧，希望我们能越打越好，经过这一次的胜利可以得到进化，得到升华。然后再表扬一下王哥吧，今天确实很厉害，平时也很厉害。
要表扬一下飞哥，飞哥
也表扬一下飞哥吧，飞哥也很厉害，猴哥也很厉害，当然乐哥也很厉害。好，我评价完了。
教练吗？
教练是最厉害的，教练不小心忘了。
感谢队友带我赢吧，今天我状态不是很好，下场会打得更好。
今天打得可以。
So this question was over to all of them, and this question was, BLG, you guys were the only team that didn't have any international experience before. So how would you evaluate on your own performance today? Anything you would like to say? And starting from the coach and Jackson, his answer was, we just made some preparations. We just made a full preparations for today's game. We don't want to treat the game as a very complicated one. We just would like to focus on performance, try our best to show you guys a great performance. And I'd like to give the credits to all of them. All of them were able to have the gorgeous performance and all the players. And the answer from Yosemite was, definitely I'm very happy for today's win, that's all. And the answer from Bianca was, the only thing I want to say maybe for today, BLG is unbeatable. And the answer from YZ was, I feels like maybe NRG, they're the top 3 team in the whole world. Does it mean after maybe today's game, we're the top 4 team? And the answer from K-Knight was, definitely this is our first international events, but we feels like maybe we still didn't feel the very high competitiveness on the stage of the champions, because even in the domestic tournaments, we're able to face a lot of pressure. But it feels like we just would like to try our best to just do better and better, and hopefully the whole BLG we can evolve, we can just do better in the future. And also, I would like to say to YZ that you really performed so good, bro, for today's game, and also all the other teammates, Banks, Rain, Yosemite, all of you performed so good for today's game. Because all of you, we can get to this win. And lastly, definitely, K9 also would like to give the thanks to the coach. The coach is the best one for today's game, and give the credits basically to everyone. And the answer from Rain was, I just would like to give my appreciation to my teammates. Thankfully, they were able to help me to get today's win, to carry me to get the victory, because I feels like I didn't manage to have a very good performance today. Maybe I'm not on my best form, but thankfully, because of them, I were able to grab today's win.
Thank you. And I feel like we have one more question from the online media. I saw a hand up that might have been taken down. BLG, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us. This will conclude the press conference.